Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial, I wanted to do a back to school realistic makeup tutorial for you guys. I know I might be a little bit late, but hey, you can use this tutorial anytime throughout the year. You can use any of my tutorials throughout the time of the year, but this one is specifically for those of you going back to school, you want to look nice and dolled up, but have only a little bit of time to do so. So I always start with my eyes first. You guys know that. So I am taking the Nars Creamy Concealer. This is the Creamy Radiant Concealer in Medium 1 Custard. This puppy right here is the travel size, so he's not full, but let me tell you, this was $12. So I'm just going to pat this out. I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite tricks in the game. I used to do this when I was in college. I would kind of find one product that I could use for 1,000 different purposes. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and it smells like bananas and coconuts and everything good mixed together. I'm actually going to use this bronzer as a transition in my crease. It minimizes the amount of product you have to use, and it smells amazing. This bronzer is literally, I'm not even kidding you guys, this is like one of my favorite bronzers that I've used in my entire makeup career. So for shadow, I'm also going to be using Physicians Formula. These shadows in here are insanely pigmented. So I'm going to be going in with this gold shade, really bringing it back to my high school years. And I'm going to be packing this on the lid with my finger. That just goes to show you, you literally can get amazing products at any price. Just because something's a drugstore item doesn't mean anything. So where I picked up the Physicians Formula, I got it at CVS, but I do think they sell them at Ulta as well. So for mascara, I'm going to be taking the mini travel size They're Real mascara. This, I believe, you can also purchase at Sephora for half the price, and this mascara will last you all day. Moving on to foundation, I'm taking the Pear Cosmetics Hydra Fluid. This is like a BB cream, but it's like very subtle on the skin. It's not too heavy. It doesn't feel too heavy. And then I'm just going to be blending it in with a damp beauty blender. And then I'm just taking a little bit more of that Nars concealer, doing very, very minimal concealing here. I'm just going to conceal under my eyes. I'm not trying to highlight anywhere else. Then blending that all out. And I'm kind of like doing this in a rush because I want it to be like literally as realistic as possible. And then I'm just taking some Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I am just going to set the under eye and basically just set the entire face. That way it doesn't move throughout the day. Just in case if your school doesn't have air conditioning or it's really hot where you are, setting your foundation is going to be like the best thing that you could do. And now back to the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm basically just going to take any kind of fluffy brush, and we're just going to kind of carve out those cheekbones, and it literally just adds so much depth and dimension to your face. And it's so easy to use, like, oh, I just love it. And then to highlight, look at this puppy right here. Look at this. This is the Translucent Pearl from Physicians Formula. This is their Mineral Glow palette. Going to take a little fan brush, dip it in there. Look at that glow. Yo, if I had this back when I was in high school, I could shine all the haters away. Physicians Formula knows what they're doing. Let me tell you, they're like my favorite drugstore brand. If by some chance you do feel like you put a lot of highlighter on, like myself, you can always go back in the bronzer, and that'll like kind of mute it up without adding too much color or getting rid of too much shine. It just kind of makes everything blend a little bit better. And then for lips, I'm going to be taking Ever After. This is from Pear Cosmetics. This is a liquid to matte. It's a really pretty muted pink. And there is your realistic back to school or everyday school makeup tutorial. It's just like very subtle, you know, and it took me, literally, I'm looking at the clock right now of how long I've been filming. It took me 12 minutes to do this whole thing. Let me know like what your guys' back to school routine is, or if you guys go full on glam to school, you know? Like I'm curious as to how people are going to school nowadays. Because, I mean, I haven't been in high school in 5 years. Geez, that's a really long time. I'm only 23, but let me tell you, I feel old. All right, I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. And remember, you don't need to break the bank to get amazing results. I'll see you next time. Bye.